sellers, in this video, I will show you how to get started by using BigSeller. I will start with the following 7 parts. The first part is store authorization. Secondly is product management. Next is orders processing, where you can auto-sync orders from multiple stores and manage all orders on one page only. Fourth is inventory management and purchase, where you can automatically sync and deduct your inventory to prevent overselling. Next is marketing and report. Lastly are services, where you can request free training and have access to our BigSeller app. Now, let's start with part 1, store authorization. After you have done the registration and sign in your BigSeller account, you can see a BigSeller introduction and can click Next to select your sale market area. For this one, you cannot change once submit. Okay, next. These are all marketplace platforms that you can link in BigSeller to manage your orders and product listings. Or later, if you want to authorize more stores, you can go to Setting Store Authorization and just click the button. Add store and enter your store nickname and then link your store to BigSeller. In the future, if you see the connection status is expired here, you just can click this Reconnect button to connect again. And also, in this store authorization, we have other stores. This one is if you have a physical store, receive manual orders and messenger orders. You can create virtual stores, for example, if you are selling on Facebook, Instagram, or WhatsApp, so that you can see all these filters during order processing and in report analysis. Now, let's move to part 2, which is product management. First is scrape listing. You can scrape products from marketplace platforms to BigSeller, and you can import them to the draft list. And also, you can use this scrape feature as a reference from another seller. For this scrape listing, we have 2 methods to scrape product. The first method is by scrape single product using link. You can just copy the URL link and paste it in here. The second method to scrape is by using extension click. Install here to install the BigSeller scrape extension. And after installation, you can refresh and start to scrape. You can scrape by a single product like this, or by bulk, for example. Click on Scrape Current Page, and the system will scrape the whole page products automatically. Next, if you scrape from other language platforms like 1688 website, you can translate the language, for example, from Chinese to English language by using BigSeller Coin. Let me show you the example. Now we scrape the product first and then go to the BigSeller scrape list. So we click Edit. As you can see, the title and description are in Chinese. At the right bottom, click Translation, select from Chinese to English language, and now click Translate. 1 Bitcoin is required for 2,000 characters. If your Bitcoin is not enough, you may click Button Buy Now here and purchase the BigSeller coin. Okay, as you can see, we have translated the text. Now let's translate the image. Click Translate Image, select Image, and choose Translation. Okay, here is the translated image and original image. This translated image you also can adjust manually, for example. Can adjust the text position, size, font, style, and many more. Now click Submit All, Confirm, and ta-da! All information has been translated. Easy, right? That's all for scrape product. Okay, next, let's go to copy listing. This function allows you can easily copy your products from one store to another store with 1 click. To copy the product listing, there are 2 methods. The first is import to stores, where you can select 1 by 1 or by bulk to import the listing to other stores, and can click Import. After Finish Import, the listing will go to the draft list of each store first, and you can publish the product from draft listing. The second method is copy by store, where this method is for copy by bulk for all products or live products from Marketplace Store A to Marketplace Store B. If you have a duplicate product, you can choose to copy or skip it. Now confirm. Once successful, the listing will go to draft listing, and you can publish the product from draft listing. Now, at draft listing, you can edit the product by clicking this button, so that you can edit the name, the description, add parent and store SKU, brand name, and others. Then, can click Save and Publish. You can see the published product in the active list, and also, if the listing failed, you can see it here and check the fail reason. You may need to edit again by following each marketplace guidelines and their violation policy, and then you can try to publish again. After you have done all the listings, you also can create watermark templates for your product image. To create the watermark template, you can go to Product Watermark Template. Click Create Template, or you just can use the pre-built template here, click Edit, Add Element, Image, Add Text, and adjust their position and size as well. If done, click Save. To add the watermark, go to any listing, for example, Active List, select Product, Bulk Actions, Add Watermark, and choose to apply on first image only or apply to all images of your product. Then select a watermark template and preview the added effect. Check the attention note, click Confirm, and Done. The watermark has already been published. Okay, the next feature is Shopee Boost Management. You can use this feature to boost your products in Shopee automatically. Using the Auto Boost feature means you don't need to go to the Shopee Seller Center to manually click Boost Now by yourself every 4 hours. BigSeller will help reboost automatically when the last boost is over. In this boost management, you can add a maximum of up to 30 products to the list, but only up to 5 products can be auto-boosted every 4 hours. And you also can add pinned products to the boosting list. These pinned products will be reboosting again every 4 hours. And if you pinned 3 products, only 2 products in the waiting list will take effect. If the number of pinned boosting products reaches 5, the products on the waiting list will no longer be boosted. Now click Save. After that, the system will start auto-boosting your selected products within 10 minutes, according to the order of the products, and boost 5 products in each turn. Next is the promotion feature. Here you can sync your current promotion to BigSeller. You can create your upcoming promotion in BigSeller and choose your store, promotion name, start time, and end time of the promotion. Add the product and click Publish. Now you can see that the promotion is under upcoming status. Also, if you have the same promotion in the future, you just can duplicate it and put it under your promotion schedule. Alright, that's all for part 2, which is product management. Now, let's move to part 3, which is order processing. In this processing orders, we have 2 categories. The first is orders from Marketplace, for example, Shopee, Lazada, TikTok, and other platforms that you have authorized with BigSeller. Secondly, are POS retails, manual orders, and messenger orders. BigSeller can help you to manage orders from multiple stores on multiple marketplaces in a unified manner. The system will automatically sync orders from stores that you have authorized to BigSeller. With inventory features enabled, the BigSeller system will automatically deduct the stock of related merchant SKU when processing orders in BigSeller, so that you can constantly monitor the real-time stock in BigSeller. Also, BigSeller can optimize your order processing procedures, improve efficiency, and reduce errors by allowing you to print a shipping label with product info, pack list, pick list, and summary list according to your needs. You can customize all these labels in BigSeller based on your needs. You can go to Settings, Print Settings, and click the button Edit. To customize shipping label, click here and it will go to Shipping Settings, Logistics, and Airway Bills Settings. Click for the courier that you want to customize the label, edit, change, and customize the shipping label based on your needs here. Once done, can click Confirm, save successfully. All right. Now, let's process orders. Before that, here are the steps for processing orders in BigSeller. Okay, once your store is connected with BigSeller, all new orders will appear in this New Orders list, or if your orders didn't appear here, you can click the Sync Order button here. Now, select the orders that you want to process, click Pack, then the orders will go to the In Process Orders list, where the order is waiting to be packed. In this process, you can print the shipping label, pick list, and invoice. Now, after you have packed the order, you can manually mark it as shipped. The order will go to pick up orders status, where the orders now are waiting to be picked up by the courier, or you can drop off them at the logistic provider. Next, after the courier scans the parcels or you manually click Move to Shipped, the orders will go to Shipped status and done. The order is completed. Besides, in BigSeller, you also can void the order for a while. For example, if buyer changed their mind about changing the color or the size, you can put aside the orders in the voided list to make sure you or your staff didn't accidentally process the order. All right, now let's go to the second category, which is POS retails, manual orders, and messenger orders. If you have received the orders from manual orders or messenger orders, you also can process the orders and make them your record in BigSeller, and later once the orders have been processed, the stock inventory will be deducted as well. For example, I will show how to place in the manual orders. Okay, now click on manual orders. For this order information, you can put your stores in which platform you receive the orders. Add the tracking number and the buyer information. If you have a regular buyer, you can search their name by clicking Select Customer, and their details will appear. Next, put the seller information and the product SKU that they ordered with you. Put the package information once done. Click Save. These manual orders, which you can see and process in new orders and messenger orders, will appear in pending orders that are required to approve the orders first. Then, after approve, it will go to new orders list, and you can process as usual until completed. Other features in this order module I will explain roughly. For wave shipment, if you have many orders, I would recommend you use wave shipment to improve your efficiency, save time, and maximize your resources. If you want to learn more details about wave shipment, I'll drop the link in the description below. Next, mark rules. You can set mark rules or remarks for your orders. For example, if you've set a mark rule and name it as urgent, once an order triggers the rule, it will automatically be marked as your order. Gift rules will auto-add gift products to the order if the conditions are triggered, but you need to set the gift rules and their conditions here. Logistic tracking is where you can check your current order status. Return Manage is real-time monitoring of returned packages and automatic synchronization of the return process. Autopack. You can autopack the orders in BigSeller, which can improve the efficiency of processing orders, reduce the probability of delayed shipments, and reduce the order cancellation rate in your marketplace. Next is non-scan orders. It shows orders that have not been scanned after being packed successfully on BigSeller. Canceled order. It shows orders that have been canceled after being packed successfully on BigSeller. Manifest Manage is where you can generate and print manifest after you scan and ship the parcels. Allocation Rule is where you can set allocation rules according to stores, logistics, and merchant SKU. After setting, the system will assign orders to the shipping warehouses according to the rules. Shipping Fee Manage. This feature can prevent overcharged shipping fees for each order and affect your total profit, where BigSeller will auto-calculate the discrepancy between marketplace charged and customer-paid shipping fees. Lastly is Sending Image Record. This feature is where you can send the package images to buyers chat using the Scan to Send Image feature in BigSeller AP, and you can check its record here. But before use, you need to connect your account to our customer service chat management software, which is called Duoc. I do drop the link to Duoc in the description below. All right, that's all for part 3, which is orders management. Let's proceed to part 4, which is inventory management. The function of the BigSeller inventory is to achieve inventory synchronization across multiple platforms and can save time to fulfill the demand. In this inventory module, you can create merchant SKU, set and view push records, do the manual stock in, manual stock out, and also can see the overall stock movement. Also, you can add your warehouse and inventory list, add shelves for your product, transfer the product between warehouses, and also do the stock count. Lastly, you can use the BigSeller inventory transfer feature to transfer products from one warehouse to another. Moreover, it will generate stock in and stock out records. Here is the step and method to set up the inventory so that the stock will be deducted automatically later. To make sure the stock will be deducted automatically, here are some important things for you to remember before using the inventory features. First, you need to have the store SKU name. Second is to create merchant SKU and mapping relationship, and then set the push rules. And lastly, turn on inventory features in BigSeller setting. For more details regarding the inventory and how to set it, I will explain in other videos. Part 5. Marketing. In this marketing module, Customer List in BigSeller can help sellers manage their customers' info and, for the record, Buyer Blacklist. You can add some buyers to the blacklists. When orders are placed by these buyers and synced to BigSeller, there will be a blacklist icon on the order to remind you that the order was placed and purchased by a blacklisted buyer. You need to make your judgment on whether to continue shipping. Okay, next, order price. This feature is linked with retail, manual, and messenger orders. After setting the manual order price, there is no need to manually enter the unit price of the product when creating a manual order. It will be auto-filled in based on the purchase quantity range, avoiding the possibility of manual entry error and improving the efficiency and accuracy of order creation. Review management. BigSeller will automatically reply to your customers' reviews based on reply templates here. Promotion watermark makes your products outstanding at first glance. What's more, it can be auto-removed after the promotion ends. And lastly is Facebook post sales. By linking Facebook posts and setting order keywords, your customers can quickly place orders and receive order links when commenting on keywords. Significantly improve your Facebook marketing efficiency. BigSeller will automatically generate an order only when the buyer's comment is the keyword in your posts. Part 6. Report. BigSeller Report is to realize full data monitoring of goods, stores, and shipments. You can quickly monitor the sales data of all stores. Also, able to see analysis data for your store, order, sales, and your profit. Invoicing report, merchant SKU report. And also can see the daily record of your employees' work performance in this package analysis. And push data to the financial system by using an SQL account. Efficiently manage store payment reconciliation. Lastly is store health, which can help you monitor the account health status of all Shopee stores and easily grasp the situation of multiple stores. All right, Tet, the last part is our service. We can see our subscription plan by clicking here from Free Plan until Business Plus Plan. Furthermore, if the order quantity of your current VIP plan is not enough, you can purchase it here to add an additional order quantity. Gallery. If your gallery space is full, you can purchase here if you need to expand. And next is Bitcoins. When your daily free Bitcoins are not enough, you can purchase Bitcoins here to continue using it. BigSeller app. You can receive new order notifications anytime and anywhere, pack orders, print shipping labels, and ship orders. And also, you can view your sales report and many more. Last but not least, we also provide free training and demo to our BigSeller users for free only. You can drop the training request here and fill in your information and what you wish to learn about the BigSeller system, and our customer service will contact you as soon as possible. And feel free to contact us and join our group support by scanning the QR below. Thank you. Bye-bye.